Nothing gives people the ecstasy more than thinking of the day they are finally free, free of their current constraints. And freedom is amazing. It is, it gives you a broadened view of opportunities, and man, done properly, freedom is the best thing you could have ever done for yourself. But also, there's nothing that can destroy you like freedom. The majority of the guys that you see here using Bonyaope and all kinds of things like that are actually individuals who had freedom at their worst time, which is too young for them to have that kind of freedom. And also, the thing is, people usually seek freedom as an act of defiance, as a rebellion. And the issue with that is that when you are rebelling, you're too focused on what is wrong with your captor or your captor or whoever you feel like is restricting your life. You're so focused on what is bad about what they give you or they restrict you on that you don't pay attention to what will be required to maintain you. Just after they are like, okay, you know what? Have your freedom your way. After you break out of them, just like Moses, you found yourself in the desert. Red, dry desert. Too many moving parts. And you soon realize, hey man, though I am free from what I thought was keeping me in captive, now I have to also attend to these other unforeseen circumstances that that person or that thing was once responsible for. Now I'm responsible for them. So if you are seeking freedom, you ought to be ready for the aftermath, and in all likelihood you're not even seeing properly what is it that is being done on your behalf while you are being kept captive or restricted, like parents, your boyfriends, your religion, all sorts of things that we usually feel like they are restrictive. So your first act once you take on the mission of being a free person is to be all present. And it's unfortunate that the defiant people, they usually are so focused on celebrating their their termination or their pull out of the captive situation, that they are not all focused on now being put in systems and processes that are supposed to assist them in the areas that are now their responsibility, which were not their responsibility before. Children who break out of their parents' house to go lalaza in the streets there with their friends, smoking hookah and drinking, all kinds of things like that. They will be doing all that fun stuff that comes with freedom, and there is a lot of fun stuff that you can do with freedom. But there is also responsibility that comes with it. And they're so focused on doing this all fun stuff, they avoid the responsibility. By the time responsibility arrives, the fun doesn't even come close to nullifying the pain and the mountain of responsibility that comes with it. And freedom is insecure. Insecure is a wrong word. People have a different connotation of what insecure means. What I mean is, security and freedom are inversely proportional. The higher you want your freedom to be, the less your security will be. The higher your security will be, the lower your freedom will be. The more freedom you want or you have gained, if you have ultimate freedom, which is nobody tells you nothing. You are the most insecure person around. Like, you are truly in the desert right there. Like, you could be attacked. Nature is on you. The sun is burning you. Like, you are in a very open field of fire. And if you are not all there, not all present, not all wise, not all careful, it destroys you. And how many people that we know that we grew up with that they had freedom? When we were young, we were like, I wish I was like this man, man. This man he can come back tomorrow at their house. They can go party. They have like 5 girlfriends. Their life is nice. Life is amazing with these people, man. And then now you're like, I don't want to be with that person at all. If that person is still alive, if that person is still someone that you can see as functional human being, and they're not crazy or Baba Poots right here, life has dealt with them in a harsh manner. Like, they were unfortunately given freedom and its responsibilities at a very young age, at the inconvenient time for them to have that level of freedom. And for that reason, nature just destroyed them big time. The same thing can be seen now with the freedom that is given to these females, and they're turning into prostitutes. Here they are on OnlyFans, and then 5 years later, there's all kinds of complaining about, no, I want to wipe up my history from the internet and all kinds of things like that. Too late, man. Too late. So be careful what you're asking for when you want freedom. I know all of us, we want it. I know all of us, we faint for wanting freedom so bad. But sometimes it's just good for you to just stay behind that desk, my friend. Stay there and complain about your employee just there. Because once you come out here, it's gonna be a battle of your life. Some of us, we are quite wired for this. We are quite wired to be fighting this fight and enjoying the taste of blood in our mouth. Some of the people are not, man. It's gonna destroy you. And just make sure that you understand what is it that you are living once you say you are living what you are having as a security right there. That relationship that you think is, oh my God, is restricting my life. Make sure that you understand when you leave that person and you go for someone who gives you the freedom that you think you deserve, what it's gonna look like and what it entails. Because trust you me, man, there are people who are made to have a certain modicum of security in their life, and as I said, a trade-off of security is freedom. And so if you want more security, you need to give up some of your freedom. You have to trade it off. It is what it is. If you want to be entirely free like myself, well, I'm not entirely free necessarily, but if you want that level of freedom like that, be ready, man. Be ready to take to carry your weight big time, and to fend against enemy territory, enemies, nature, all kinds of things like that. Be ready for all of it, because that is the price you pay for being free. In any case, as is always the case, God gave you permission to be here. Make it good, make it better.